I think the most valuable new lens that I got from the Academy was the module on pricing for outcomes. If you're in marketing, most people consider you arts and crafts, right? You are an expense. They're paying you to make PowerPoint presentations or make a website or go to an event. And it's very much sales supportive. And they automatically view us as an expense, not a revenue driver, and certainly not a P&L investment. And I've struggled over the years to try to explain, like, we're not marketing, we're a commercial, growth strategy firm. And I think that chapter for me was so valuable because it helped create a framework for what the work is. Because for what you're going to do for category design, it is a commercial strategy, and you needs to be led by the CEO at minimum. And so having the pricings for outcomes and helping me frame that what we do for our clients is worth millions, not thousands, it's worth millions. And having that context to frame that for new business prospects and just educate our partners was a massive benefit and value for me that I know I would not have gotten any other way.
Oh, that's so exciting to hear. But in some of the chats that we've had, you had mentioned a very specific example of a new proposal that you'd put in the place with good, better, best, and you had new pricing. The last note I had was the CEO was salivating. I could tell he wants us. What happened to that story?
Yeah, it's great. So I think what I've learned is that through the Academy specifically is that a little bit is stars aligning. I feel like it's having more awareness of there's going to be a trigger event of some kind. Maybe it's 12 months, 18 months, but either they're going to launch a product, they're looking for extra funding, they want to have a strategic come in, but something's kind of on the horizon. And I feel like sometimes people would come to us, even if they wanted to work with gray matter, they almost came to us too late. And frankly, they didn't have enough money. Like they were not understanding the time and the investment needed to prime the market, educate the market about what's missing, how to define the solution. One of the big changes coming out of the category design process is really making sure we position this of here's the timeline, here's how much it costs, because you're changing your trajectory of the company. And once we reframed that and also put it in the context kind of good, better, best, and aligned the value with our pricing, our value with our outcomes, I think there's not been one conversation I've had, truly not one conversation I've had with a prospect that they said, this isn't for me, or it's too expensive. They've all said, we're going to come back in 3 months or 6 months when we close the round, because we know this is what we want to do. They've already almost like self-selected through the process. And that's a major win.